A lot of times here on our show, All In with Brian Weatherford, we talk about coaches. And since we are a business show on a business network working with entrepreneurs, when we talk about coaches, that usually means business coaches. Coaches out there to help people get through the everyday struggles of the business world. Very important. However, today we have an equally, maybe more so important coach, exercise coach with us today, because let's be frank, if you don't feel good, you're not going to be able to work good. And if you don't work good, your business may not be around much longer, so you need an exercise coach as well. So much so that we found a company called The Exercise Coach, and with The Exercise Coach today, our next guest, Miss Mary Scully. Mary, thank you so much for being with us today. How are you?
Great, Brian. Thanks for having me. I'm doing great. Thank you.
I love that name, The Exercise Coach, because first and foremost, it tells us what it is you're going to tell us about. But as I read a little bit further, I see this is a franchise business. So I'm just curious before we get rolling, because we have a lot of people on the show that want to get into business for themselves. Some people actually go the franchise routes, much like you. There are a lot of franchises out there. How did you decide on this one to get in with?
Good question, Brian. My husband and I just decided that we wanted to run a business together, and we did the sort of normal broker work, finding a business, and we couldn't find anything that was in good enough shape that was small enough that we thought we could do. So we worked with a franchise broker, and they interviewed us, did assessments, told us what we liked to do and didn't like to do. We told them different areas of our work experience in the past, and they presented us with 3 options, and this was one of them. And we chose it because the mission of this company is to help people obviously be fit and healthy, but as they age as well. And that was our demographic. We have friends and family going there. We're all going there. And it just resonated with us.
Well, it's tried and true, Mary. We all have to get older, but it beats the alternative, right?
It does.
And as I like to say, we got to grow old, but we don't got to grow up. But that's a whole different show for another time. So what is the best route? Because as we do age, we want to be fit. We want to be able to stay active. So what's the best way for us to stay active as we get older? What do we need to do as we continue to progress throughout life?
Brian, it's very simple. Eat the right kinds of food, simple foods, and exercise. I mean, it's simple to say, but it's not simple to do, and it's complicated, and there's a lot of information out there. But if you can purely carve out time in your life to be recreationally active and eat at least 80% of the time whole foods and nutritious foods, and stay away from the other stuff that we already know is not good for us, we all know, then you'll get there. But the best way is to actually get your muscles healthy, and the muscles only stay healthy and strong if you're doing resistance or weight-bearing exercise. That is just a proven fact.
Well, it is a proven fact, and I'm going to use your words because they sum it up. Strong muscles are happy muscles. And don't we all want happy muscles?
That's right. We do. I mean, it's amazing how within a very short period of time, people can either get back what they've had before, and they know what it feels like, or they can get it for the first time, and they're just amazed at how much more energy they have, how much more balance they have, how much their mood changes. It affects everything in our life. And if you can just carve out that time, that's one of the big issues is time.
Well, the time is a big thing, but another part of that is the quality. I mean, if you're spending a lot of time doing the wrong thing, you're going to hurt yourself. And it'd be better to spend less time doing the exact right thing. So touch on that a little bit, because a lot of people jump in there thinking, this is it, I'm going to get, and they start lifting weights. They don't have a clue what they're doing. Next thing you know, they get hurt, and they said, I'm done, and they never touch it again. Talk to me about the importance of quality versus quantity in time.
Right. So really, your muscles, science has proven this, that your muscles need a certain level of intensity, a certain pace, and a certain environment within which to have an optimal workout. And by that I mean that you need to know what to do and how to do it. You need to be able to be, if you will, coached around doing it in the right form. in the right manner. By that, I mean the pace. And it has to be at the right resistance level. We call it right intensity. But if it's not, then you do strain something, you do overdo it, you do actually hurt yourself or break yourself down to a point where you say, I'm done. And it may have been your first workout. So the way we package it is in a 20-minute workout twice a week with a coach on equipment that actually controls the pace for you. It does it through technology, of course, and our coach is there to monitor form, to actually develop the workout that is custom to your conditioning level. We're all at different ones. And so we have people who have not worked out in their entire lives. We've had people who have been bodybuilders. But in the end, we want them to get the workout that is actually customized to where they are in their conditioning sphere, if you will. So that's what we do. And we can help people, all age groups. We can help people with disabilities. We can help people with all types of physical issues and injuries because of the equipment that we've got.
You know, Mary, another thing that people struggle with, they get bored, frankly, because they come in and they work out, they do the same thing over and over and over. They just get bored of doing it. Do you guys, exercise coach, do you have some variety to kind of mix it up a little bit?
Pretty amazing what we've got. And actually in the 7+ years that we've had these studios open, the founder, Brian Seigan, has actually designed more and more and more of what we call protocols in the software. And so it used to be standard. And it was boring after a while. But now we've got all types of protocols within there. And so we actually go in, depending on what the client's goals are, anything from just conditioning to weight loss. And we're able to provide a variety of different workouts within the technology to keep them motivated. Then, of course, the coach has that job as well. Our coaches are really client relationship managers, is what we call them, who happen to know exactly how to make the system that we're in work. And our clients leave and say they just had fun. And we're going, okay, great. Your legs will wobble when you walk down the stairs, but just for a while.
Well, but the best thing of all, the whole reason they're doing it, they just had fun, but it's going to allow them to continue to have fun longer because, frankly, they're going to be around longer, right?
They absolutely are. I mean, it's amazing the impact that healthy muscles, happy, healthy muscles, have on the entire system. Digestive system, immune system, metabolic system, neurological system. Everyone thinks it's just cardiovascular. No. Strong muscles affect every system in our body. And so, as we all have probably read quite a bit of, digestive and immune systems are really critical to how we actually feel, how we utilize energy, how we build more energy, and how we actually are able to enjoy our life in whatever way we choose to do that. And hey, to me, that's what it's all about. It's important. It's important to all of us. And so that's what we do. And our clients come in with all kinds of preconditions, if you will, having to do with maybe type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetic or high blood pressure or cholesterol, actually none of those things. But by the time they've got a good 8 workouts under their belt, they are starting to see improvements across all those markers. And that is incredibly important when it comes to helping people remain active.
It's important in just 8 workouts under your belt, as you said, but what's really neat is the fact that you get to pull that belt up another notch or two because you're finally doing something you should have been doing a long time. That's Mary Scully, everybody, the exercise coach. It's a great franchise business. They've been around now for a little over 7 years, 3 locations here in the North Texas area. Who knows, maybe more to come. We'll have to get her back here in studio with us to learn about that. But I think it's just fascinating, and you're right. A strong muscle is a happy muscle, and at the end of the day, that's all any of us want. So thank you very much for coming in with us today. Continued success with your business, The Exercise Coach, and we look forward to getting you here in studio with us next time. Thanks, Mary.
Thanks, Brian.